Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Who is online? Who is online? If you're online, kindly join in. Hmm? Okay. Join in if you're online. Join in, join in, join in. I'm about to start. I have just 3 more minutes. I have 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes to join in. Okay. 1 more minute to go. Kindly share the link with your friends. Let them join in. Currently waiting on you. Everything is set up and ready to go. Everything is ready to go. Everything is ready to go. Everything is ready to go. I'm waiting on you. Okay, just a minute to go. It's we're almost 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock already. Okay. All right, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Ezekiel Akimbola speaking. I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, kindly chat and drop a chat on the live box. Uh, on the chat box rather, that you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Am I audible? If I'm audible, let me know. Let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, so I'm going to start. I'm getting some response already. All right, so today we are going to be talking about something very important. It's very important to every business owner. It's very important to you, even if you're a startup. It's important to you, even if you are currently making the best sales, whatsoever the case is. It is important to everyone. Provided you are running a business, this is very important. It's going to be a secret that I'm going to be sharing, and it is fundamental to every business. It's cut across different industries. It cut across the financial industry. It cut across the e-commerce. It cut across different other industry you can imagine. So whatever industry you are playing on, or you are currently functioning in, this um, webinar or this little chat we are going to be having today is going to be very helpful to you. It's going to be very helpful to you. So don't miss any part of the training today. Don't miss any part of the training. I have everything sorted out this evening. So let's start. What we're going to be talking about is majorly connected to your business. It's majorly connected to your business, and we're going to be sharing some major secrets that you must make sure you do before you run ads. There are things so many of you are not doing, and that is making you to lose money every day. You are running ads. At the end of the day, you don't make money, or you don't make commensurate amount of money that you have spent on the ad. So far so good. Over myself for different clients for over 3 4 years now. I have and I've interacted with so many other people as well. I've noticed that so many people just wait on ad. So many people waste money on ad. And why do we fall long run? We need to start thinking of those things that we must put in place before we start running ads. Before we start running, I hope you can hear me. Before we start running ads, there are things we must make sure that we consider and we carry out before we even start running ads. So I'll be sharing these 6 secrets, 4 or 5 thereabout, secrets that you must make sure you apply first before you start running Facebook ads. So let me go take you to my screen. Let me share my screen with you so that you see, you have a look at what I'll be sharing. So the first thing I'll be sharing is this. Okay, so before you run ads, you must make sure that you have um, maximized or maxed out your um, you have maximized or maxed out your natural audience. Your natural audience. You have maximized or maxed out your natural audience. So, for instance, if my kind of product or the kind of product I'm selling is shoes, I sell shoe, or I'm into fashion, whatever I'm selling that is fashion related is I sell it to, maybe I just started selling and I sell to my friends, my family, my parents, uncles, aunties, people around, my neighbors. They so I it gives you more potence. It gives you it gives you an idea that this particular business is potent. This particular business can last. Now, the question you now ask yourself, you want to scale. That's the next, and that's one of the biggest that's the mindset that a lot of entrepreneurs have, and which is good. You want to scale, but the truth is that you have not yet maxed out your natural audience. Your natural audience are the audience you don't need to pay anything to get. Permit me to use that particular terminology. I think it really flows with what I'm trying to pass across. Your natural audience are those who are in your natural habitat, who you don't need to pay any money to anybody um, to sell to. Don't get me wrong, get me right now. It is true. So many people start business, especially those who have high capital and high investment to start the business. They might have up to, let's say, $10,000 to start a business, and they might budget close to 2,000 to almost 50% of the budget to start running ads. There's nothing wrong with that, but I believe most of us here, we are SMEs, we are startups, and we are just trying to make sure that we are taking our business from point A to point B. So that is why I'm sharing this with you. Make sure you are able to max up all your natural audience. Your natural audience include all the people connected to your business. In fact, before you start running, make sure that you have gotten enough and sufficient referrals from those set of people. So um, if you have people like your neighbors, make sure that your neighbor has referred you to a friend. Make sure that that friend has referred you to another friend. Now, to the extent that you feel saturated, that you have not been able to cover or you have not been able to meet up with the demand, or you have been you've currently made sales to everybody possible. I'll give you a reason for that. Once you have done that, then you should start running Facebook ads. Are we there online? If you are there, please, I want to see your chat. Kindly drop a chat. Tell me you're following, or drop an emoji just to show that you're following. Drop an emoji just to show that you're following. Drop an emoji just to show that you're following. I want to be sure I'm not talking to myself. I want to be sure I'm not talking to myself, okay? I'm waiting for those reactions. Okay, good, 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 good. That's good. That's good. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. I currently have 5 people watching. That's good. All right. Okay. Okay. So I'm getting the reaction I need. Okay. So let me continue. Now, to push my point further, if you are when you are done running ads to your when you are done running this kind of ad you are running, you are not spending any money to run this ad. You are not spending any money to run this ad. You are just running the ad without any aim at without any cost, without any cost per click. You know, Facebook, when you run ad on Facebook, there's cost per click. There are other expenses that you're going to be paying for engagement and other things. But the natural audience you have, you don't need to spend a dime to get them. You don't need to spend a dime to get them. This is one of the first thing you must do. Max out. Please, I hope you are your biro and your book and whatever you are using to jot, or you are jotting something down on your phone later on your notepad or so that you can go through them. Make sure you are maxed out all your possible natural audience. They are very important. Now, let me tell you what these people are going to do for you. Number one, they will be the pedestal, they will be the landing or the pedal that will launch you to a bigger audience. So by the time you are done selling to people around you, you are well known. Then when you are running ads to Facebook, you are not running ad to sell your product, or you are not running ad to beg people to buy your product. You are going to Facebook with a proof that I have tested my product has been tried, and these are the testimonials. Sometimes what I want to see on Facebook, or what so many people try to do on Facebook, is that you try to bump, let's say for instance you're into fashion. Let me use that fashion as an example. You're into fashion and you are always posting pictures of shoes alone. All people see is shoes, nice shoes. In fact, people will like when you run ads, people will like your comments, people will like your pictures. In fact, I have so many people that have come to my DM and be like, ah, sir, I've run an ad and all I got was like. People, those that came to my DM, they didn't end up buying. They won't buy the product because all they are seeing is the picture. You are not giving them a test of who they will become, or and you have not given them an example of what your product can make them to be, what they want to become, and who has your product impacted, or who has your product helped. So this is very important and fundamental for every business owner. So by the time you have run your ads to natural audience, you don't need to pay for that. You see, when I try to launch a new product, I launch that particular product. Sometimes I launch it for free. I start testing for free. After I've done that for free, at least I have 4, 5, up to 10 different people I can call. Hello, please, I need you to create a testimonial video for me. Now, what I'll be advertising will not be that particular product as it were. What I'll be advertising is the testimonial, because testimonial gives you more clients, more than your normal product, picture of your product, video of your product. So please take note, that is very fundamental and that is very key to making sales online. So this everything I'm telling you is from all the experience I've gotten so far. So please, I want you to stop running Facebook ads. Well, it might be funny that I'm saying that, but for now, stop running Facebook ads. And permit me to say this also. Some of us that run ad, currently what you have in your bank account is just 50,000 naira, for instance. And at the end of the day, the 50,000 is not enough. That's where you feed from, that's where you buy your normal accessories, that's where you do everything. You want to run ad from that 50,000 naira. Or maybe if 50,000 naira should be around say 25 or close to $30 or so. Now, from that money, you want to run ad as well. Now, you are running ad from a point of desperacy. You are desperate to make sales. And Facebook ad don't make money for desperate people. When you are desperate, you just want to make sales. You will not be able to think logically. You will not be able to think logically. And when you're unable to think logically, you cannot make informed decision for whatever result you get from your ad. Now, when you run ad, there should be always be a place of analysis. Now, it's not and get results, quite all right. You might run ad today, and at the end of the day, you will not get any result. But when you are standing in the place of knowledge, that's one. Then two, when you are standing in the place of uh, a right mindset, then you'll be able to give analogy. Okay, this ad didn't produce much result. So why? Okay, maybe because of A, B, or C. Then you have something you can work with when you want to run ad the next time. Because so many people have given up on running ad because they have failed the first time. They have failed the first time. So when you run ad from the place of desperation, or when you are desperate, then you will not be able to make the result you want. You'll not be able to get that sales you are desperately in need of making. So please take note of that, and that is very key. Now I'm taking you to my screen. When you are running ad, you run ad one for two major reasons. When you run ad for two major reasons. The first reason must be to generate leads. The first reason must be to generate leads. Now let me take you to my Facebook account so that I can share my screen with you and you can see what we are doing. So this is my Facebook account. This is my personal Facebook account, and let me share some things with you guys so that we can have practical knowledge. I've been talking for over 15 minutes, so it's very good that we share. My network is dragging. Sorry. Okay, so I believe you can see my page right now. Okay, so you can see my screen right now. I believe you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, just type I can see your screen so that I'll continue. Just type I can see your screen if you can see my screen. Type I can see your screen if you can see my screen. Okay. All right. So let me show you my screen. Let's continue. Now, if you're running Facebook ads, now let me take you to Ads Manager. I want to set up, show you how the secret of how to run an ad that will convert. So if you want to get that kind of result you are desperately in need of, this is one of the things to do. The first thing you must make sure, the kind of ad you must make sure you're running is a lead generation ad. You must be desperate, or you must be concerned about generating leads. Now, when I'm saying leads, you are not looking, you are looking for those that will buy your product, but not those that will buy immediately. You're not looking for those that will buy your product, but you are looking for those that would buy your product at every point in time. You are looking for those that will be faithful ambassador of your product, and that is what will make the difference. When you have faithful ambassadors of your product, at a point in time you will stop running ads and try to manage the people uh, you have gotten so far. So let's go. So let's say you want to create an ad. You click on create here. Make sure your account is funded. So many of you will see this, and these are the major campaign objectives that you have. Now, in all these different campaign objectives, you have awareness, traffic, engagement, leads, app promotion, and sales. Now, when I'm talking about generating leads, you can obviously see that the best, or the best what's it called now, the best objective to use is the lead. That's the best to use when you want to generate lead. But meanwhile, to start from scratch, the best, one of the other best alternative, especially when you are starting from beginning and you don't have much fund, you don't have much money in your account, you are struggling and you just want to start, the next best available option is to run an awareness campaign. An awareness campaign will help you to create awareness of your product, will help you to initiate and intimate people about your product at every point in time. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So an awareness campaign is more or less a show me your product kind of campaign. It announces you, and it is the cheapest. It is the cheapest kind of campaign. It is affordable compared to all others because what you'll be charged for is just impression, basically. So you must make sure that, in fact, let's put it this way. Let me just put it into perspective. The first ad you should run before, if you are just starting and you're watching this right now, the first ad you should run is an awareness ad. In fact, let me break it down. So if you have your budget 100%, let's say you have um, 10,000 naira, 100%, I would advise you use 20 to 30% of the money you have to run an awareness campaign. You see, this is the thing. You yourself, I used to tell some of my clients this, you yourself, if you run this particular ad, or if you see this particular ad being run and you actually need this thing, will you actually buy it from yourself if you are the one selling it? This is a very good question you must be ready to answer and be able to give this correct response to. So if you are running an ad, you yourself, when you want to buy a product, you make sure you buy from somebody who is reliable and someone you know, who you know. So the awareness campaign, this awareness campaign helps you to create an awareness, helps you to create that awareness you are desperately seeking for. It helps you to make your brand to be known by every or anybody that cares to know. That's what the awareness campaign helps you to do. So if you have not yet run an awareness campaign today, I want you to start that now. Awareness campaign. You are not running it to make sales. That's the thing. You are not running awareness campaign to make sales. You are running awareness campaign just to create an awareness of your brand, just to make people know more about your brand, just to make people understand that, oh, you are in existence. And these people you are bringing in, they are called cold audience. Cold, as in fact, sometimes I call them ice block audience, because these are people that don't even care. They don't know you exist and they don't care about you. So the awareness campaign will help you to show your product to them. They would see the product, they would interact with it. So you must make sure that when you are running your awareness campaign, you are using the right materials, you are using the right assets, you are using the right content, you are using the right words. It's just like a guy that wants to get married, and he needs to actually approach a lady before before he needs to be able to woo the girl before he's able to get her into a relationship. Am I correct? For those of you that are aware of that, I believe you know that. So you have to be able to woo the girl before you can marry her. So if you cannot woo the girl, then there is no way on earth you'll be able to get married to her. So in fact, she needs to even see you in the first place. If she doesn't know you exist, there's no way that relationship will happen. If she's not aware that you exist, there is no way on earth that relationship will create an awareness for your product. So spend the first 20, 30 to 40% of your budget that you have for running ads on awareness. Now, you will be wasting your money if you don't do this. Now, I encourage you to run an awareness campaign, but you will actually be wasting your money if you don't do this thing I'm going to be showing you. So you need to come back to this particular live video. I will allow it to go free. So these are some of the things I've shared in my Facebook ads course. So for those of you that will be interested, you can send me a DM after this. You can join the group, or you can just find a way to contact me. My phone number is in the description, and you can just check through some of my videos. You see my phone number or so, and I'll try to display the phone number on the screen right now. Contact me, and I'll share the price of the course with you. It's going for just 5,000 naira. Normally, it goes for 20,000 naira and above, but it's going for 5,000 naira. I would give it to you. It's a giveaway price. Now, this is one of the things you need to do. Let me go back to what we are discussing. So even before you start running the awareness ad, you need to make sure that you are doing this particular thing I'm going to be sharing with you. If you are not doing it, then you are going to be wasting your money again. Facebook will just be smiling and taking your money while you are crying and losing money. So let me show you what you need to do. Now, if you are with your system, you can practice with me. So let me close this up, and I'll come back to this later on. You go to all tools, go to audience. Let me open audience in a new tab. You need to go to audience. Now, the audience I'm going to be creating. Now, okay, let me find a better way to explain this. Now you can see, okay, in my audience, now you can see that I have what? IG audience. Those of you that can see it, I want you to type it out. IG audience and what? FB page audience, Facebook page audience. You can see that this audience is ready and available. IG audience, if I click on it, the size is below 1,000, quite all right, because I have not really been running ad with this particular account. It's less than 1,000. And the people that I have in this particular audience are those who have been able to get access to me through my account. Now, you need to make sure you create this audience, because this audience is no now is your audience. The audience you are creating is like a bucket. So now you are running awareness campaign. Let me go back and show you this. You are running awareness campaign. When you run the awareness campaign and you introduce your products and services to so many people, at the end of the day, where does Facebook get access to these people from? So that is where your audience comes into play. The audience creation is like a bucket that helps you to hold this audience that have been created. I don't know if it's like a bucket. It holds the audience that has been created. I want to see my illustration. It holds the audience that have been created. So it's like a bucket. So once you are done running the ads, the awareness, people have seen your content. So Facebook harvests this audience into a bucket. So that later on, after you are done running the awareness ad, so you now go back and maybe run a lead generation ad or whatever other ad or sale ad at any point in time. You're not telling Facebook. So Facebook, this particular bucket of audience that I've run, please run this new ad that I want to run this new ad to them. I don't know if I'm making any sense. You have them saved up already. They've interacted with your content. They've done something. I'll show you the kind of activities you can save. So when people do some particular activities on your account, I will show you the different activities that's possible and how you can save them. So once you create this audience, you can now run ads to these particular people later on and tell Facebook that Facebook, I want you to target these people because they are my real audience and I'm interested in them because they have shown interest in my brand and they are already aware that I exist. So we can call those people warm audience. The first audience I mentioned before was cold audience. So I want you to type cold audience on the chat. And the second one is warm audience. Type warm audience on the chat. I want to see you doing that. Type warm audience on the chat. I want you to see you typing warm audience on the chat. Now, after you are done setting up the warm audience, now you are running at them. They've seen what you are doing. So those that are interested will buy. So it's like a funnel. I don't know if you have heard of sales funnel. So it's like a funnel. You have like 100 people coming, and by the time they become warm, it's not everybody that will actually buy, end up buying. So you have like 50 people. At the end of the day, you have like 10 people. At the end of the day, you have one people, and you have some people going back, becoming faithful audience, and coming back to go through the process and buy your product, bringing more people into your funnel. So that is one of the major things you must consider. So how do you create the audience? So let me go back to showing you how you create the audience. I believe you can see my screen. So you come to create audience. When you come to create audience, there are four types of audience. Types of audience here. In this particular training, I'll be sharing with you just the custom audience. Later on, in the subsequent webinar, in subsequent sessions, I'll be showing you how to create the other types of audience. So if you are just joining us, please just follow through. When we are done with this particular session, you can go back and watch this video from the beginning. So click on create custom audience. Now, there are a lot of things to actually digest here. So that is, I will not be able to give you a full detail explanation here because some of you, when you get here, I believe you'll be confused. So I'm not going to give you a full details explanation, but I will advise you to please and please get my Facebook ads course. It is the cheapest you can get anyway. It's just 5,000 naira and it is loaded, loaded. The definition of loaded is what I mean by loaded. It is actually loaded and full, and I will be having special class with my with all my students, and they will be enjoying that particular class because I'll be giving them everything I have or everything I have learned so far from running Facebook ad. Okay, all right. So now let's go. So the first thing is that you can come to website, click on website. So if you have a website, for instance, so if the source of those or the type of people you are running ads to, they are your people from website, you want to save your audience from your website. So you click on website. When you click on website, then you can select on next. Then it comes the aspect of the of our pixel comes into place. So your pixel is specifically designed for those who have a website. So pixel helps to connect your website. Pixel is a tool that's used to connect your website to your um it connects your website to your Facebook. So your it's like a link that interlocks. Let me show you what I'm trying to explain. It interlocks your website to your Facebook account. So it links them together so that any activity that is taking going on your website is transferred and transmitted to your Facebook account. So your pixel is very important. So if you have a website, that's when this applies to you. So I want to make a general assumption. If you have a website and you don't have a pixel setup, you are losing money. You are losing a lot of money because your pixel is a very important tool that you must use. So if you have a website and you don't know what to do, send me a DM, find a way to get my contact. There's a link to the group I've created. So check the group out and make sure you are following me on. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. So those of you that are on here, if you are not subscribed to this channel, please do. Now I want you to give this video thumbs up. I'm seeing about so many all the people online now. Please give this video a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. Like this video. Like this video right now. Like this video. Whatever you are doing, I want you to like this video. Okay. Now, so you're smashing on the like button. Now, let's continue. So, I'm not going to be continuing on the website because I want to assume that most of the people here don't have a website. So, let's go back to what is in fact, let me just go to what is important. So, what is important here is the Instagram account. You need to create an audience for your Instagram account and your Facebook page. Those are the two important things you must do. You must make sure you create an account for your Instagram account page, Instagram account, or create an audience for your Instagram account and your Facebook page. Very compulsory. If you don't do that, you're wasting money. I don't want anybody on this particular video or in this particular session to waste money. So you click on Instagram, click on next. I believe you remember how I got here. Now, this is where the work comes into play. Now, you would need, now look at what this is saying. This is saying include people who meet any of that particular criteria. Include anybody who meet up to any of this particular criteria, any of these following criteria. So the criteria one. So if let's select the correct page, let me use this my page. Sorry, I have access to so many pages, so I'm trying to select. Okay, I'm not even seeing a page to select that is mine. Okay, the ad fixer. Okay, so I've selected a page. So right now, so the first thing you do now, I believe you go back and watch this video. So the next thing you do is that you select everyone who engage with this professional account. So the retention time is telling you how many days should Facebook keep this particular audience. How long should Facebook keep this particular audience? So Facebook is going to keep this audience for the next 365 days. So you can also change it to uh, 30 days. So what I do normally is that I will save this audience into different batches. So I can have this audience in 3 days, 7 days, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 180 days, and 365 days. So meanwhile, I want us to just do one thing. Let me just give you what is advisable. So let's just do for just one. Let's just do for just 365 days. Huh? Let's do for just 365 days, which is okay. So you will now click on include because I want to make this audience to encompass all the different activity happening on my Instagram account, my Facebook account, whatever the case is. So you come here and click on the name of the account. So if you have not done all these things and you are running ad, you are wasting money. So I'll say before I include people, let me just just do what is proper. I want to skip, but it will not be fair on you guys to skip. So let me go and do what is proper. So look at it. Click on include more people. Select the proper ad account or the Facebook account. Um, Facebook account. Where is it? Where is it? The ad fixer. So you can see that the first one I selected for the other one was everyone who engaged with this account. So you come here and click on anyone who visited this professional account profile. Click on include. Select the ad account again. The ad fixer, where are you? The ad fixer, here you are. So select on the third one the people who engage with any post or ad. Click on include again, go back, select on the right ad account, The ad fixer, where are you? The ad fixer. So the next one, select on people who sent message to this professional account. And the last one, click on the select the proper ad account. Where are you? Select it and then click on the last one, which is people who saved any post. So you can see that people are carrying out a lot of different activity on your website, but you don't have them in that bucket that you should have. You don't have them in that bucket. They are not in that bucket. So by the time you're always running your ad to a new set of people, at the end of the day, you are losing hard earned money. You're running out to different set of people. You're running out to team A yesterday. This next week, you're running out to team B. Next week, team Z. At the end of the day, you are not being strategic. And that's why you need to learn Facebook ads. You need to learn how to run Facebook ads. Facebook ads is not just something, it's quite easy to pick it as a skill. It's quite easy to pick it up. But if you don't learn it, you would end up wasting money. And I don't want you to do that. That's why you are attending this webinar. So I'll make sure you don't lose that money. So please follow and make sure you are not smashing the like button. I want to see a lot of likes on this video. So smash the like button, please. For the free value at least, please smash the like button. Okay. All right. So let's continue. So after you are done selecting all these different options, don't forget we've selected up to 5. You can see them all through. Everyone will engage with this professional account. Everyone who visited this professional account. I'll be ending this class in the next 20 to 30 minutes. So please follow up. Anyone who engage with this post and anyone who has a professional account. So once you are done with all these things, then you come here and add the name. So you can now name these people Instagram audience because they are everything about. Okay, I hope you're following. So let's continue. So the next thing, you are done now. So all you need to do is click on done, and you can see that the Facebook, the what's it called now? Audience has been created. You can see that the audience has been created. This is it. So whenever I want to run ad, so you can see that if I come to run ad, maybe I want to run a lead generation, I click on continue, and on this same account, I want to run an ad. You can see that I can come to my asset level and select this same audience, though the audience is not ready, because you need to run the ad like maybe 5 6 7 times at least so that it will populate. You can see right now the ad will not be this thing will not be available. Once you click on it, you see that it is not available. It is below the normal required standard. But look at it. So let's go to the audience. Where are you? Audience. So look at audience. I can come here and use this custom audience I've created. So you can see custom audience, Instagram audience. So custom audience. So some of you don't know about this. You can see the custom audience I've created now. Instagram audience. So you can click on it. That means I can run just these people without wasting my money. So some of you have been wasting your money all this while, and I'm really pained. I'm feeling pity for so many people because you have been losing hard earned money all through all this while. You have been losing so much money. So you need to go and do that right now. So do that today. Make sure you do that today. Very important. Do it right away. Once I'm through with this class, make sure you go and do that. Create an audience. It's very important. So now, once you are done creating the audience, then you can run an ad to it. So let me also show you quickly how to do that for your Facebook page. So you choose your Facebook page. I'll be very fast with this. So for Facebook page, you can allow it to load up. Let me do that again. Click on create audience. Click on custom audience, click on Facebook page, click on next. So you can select the proper Facebook page you want to make use of. So let me select the Facebook page I want to make use of. Okay, this is Facebook page I want to make use of. So you can select all these different connections as well, all the different criteria. So people who currently follow your page and people who currently engage with your page, they are the same thing. So Facebook will not allow you to choose both of them together in one. So I'm choosing this second one for the first one. Click on include more people. So I'm clicking on that The third one as well, anyone who visit this page, click on include more people. I'll click on people who engage with any ad or content or ads. Then for the next one again, I'll click on people who clicked on any call button, any call to action button. And then the next one I'll be adding is people who sent message to my page, and that is all. So once I'm done with all this is very rich. You've not seen, I bet you've not seen this anywhere. This is what so many people keep aside and they don't teach you when they are running on YouTube. You will not see something like this. I can assure you, you will not see something like this. If you see it on YouTube, it is going to be sketchy, sketchy, sketchy. So, but I'm giving you 100% right now, 100%. So let's go. So the next thing we'll be doing now, you name this audience. You say Facebook page audience. Don't forget, I forgot to add the days, 365 days. So if I have Facebook other Facebook audience, then I can add the days. So maybe all others will be Facebook page audience, but maybe 200 days, maybe 100 days, maybe 50 days, whatever the case is. I believe you understand. So you can add your description and click on create audience, and then you are good to go. And that is all.